Smoking. It's a nasty habit. Unfortunately, it's one that many people start at some point in life. That point in life often tends to be during the teen years. Who could forget the days of awkwardness, peer pressure, bad clothes, and regrettable decisions? Unfortunately, some of those bad decisions that we made in our youth can stick with us into adulthood. Bad decisions like smoking that cigarette you said you just wanted to try that one time, which then turned out to be several times. Despite the fact that for the past 20 years, young people have been well educated on this topic, smoking has been and continues to be a prominent issue in the US. And in the Magnolia State, people have been working tirelessly to reduce the smoking environment, especially among our youth. The first significant change that we see in Mississippi was way back in the 90s. In 1994, the former Mississippi Attorney General Mike Moore and the Chancery Court of Jackson filed a lawsuit accusing the tobacco industry of being dishonest about the dangers of tobacco use, and they requested that they pay for the Medicaid expenses that they were responsible for. Jump 3 years into the future to 1997, Mississippi won, and the result was a $4 billion settlement for the state. Inherent to the tobacco settlement agreement for Mississippi was a promise to fund prevention and cessation programs that were designed to reverse the trend of tobacco use in Mississippi. At the time, Jackson County Chancery Judge William Myers approved an order placing $62 million in escrow for the state to develop a tobacco prevention pilot program. As directed by the court, Attorney General Mike Moore began assembling public and private organizations to discuss the best features for such a program. These organizations devised a plan that was presented to the court and approved in 1998. This plan resulted in the formation of the Partnership for a Healthy Mississippi. The goal of the partnership has been to create an environment in which smoking and tobacco use is considered unacceptable. At the conclusion of the pilot, approximately $20 million annually was court-ordered to go directly to the partnership that came from the state's tobacco settlement. In addition to these funds, the Mississippi Department of Health received funds from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention through a cooperative agreement to implement and enhance tobacco prevention and cessation efforts. Over the past decade and a half, many things have improved in Mississippi and others have not. One of the positive changes that occurred as a result of these efforts is the substantial decrease in youth cigarette and cigar smoking. According to research done by the Mississippi Tobacco Unit, about 32.5% of Mississippi high school students were smoking in 1999. As the years went on, that percentage dropped, and in 2014, it was at 12.2%. Another good change has been the increase in smoke-free communities. In the state of Mississippi, there are over 100 smoke-free communities, including Starkville, Oxford, Clinton, Jackson, and Hattiesburg. Despite progress, there continues to be many setbacks, including the funding for these tobacco prevention programs being cut off in the past, and most recently, the rising popularity of electronic cigarettes. But with constant pushes for change, many are hopeful that smoking will someday be stomped out for good.